What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. Today for me was a pretty disastrous day in the market. I mean, it was just bad. And it kind of set the tone on the first trade, and the first trade coming up here shortly. And yeah, that trade set the tone for me, and I'll talk about what happened. And man, it was just rough. And again, today was FOMC, so the volume and the volatility wasn't there. And I just don't like trading, you know, with no volume or no volatility. I mean, it's just, I don't know. And this is actually a pre-market trade. This is around 8 o'clock ish. So here we go. First trade in, lower high. Basically, you have kind of like almost like a trend up and then break 2 legs up. Also kind of like a, you know, first leg, second leg type of thing going on, kind of like a measured move almost. Anyways, I figured the price might hit the EMA, and that was kind of like my initial thought process. And yeah, I'm gonna speed through this trade because again, this is pre-market trade, and it takes forever. So as you can clearly see, the trade's kind of working against me, and I got really nervous, and I decided to get out of the trade. And normally I don't like doing that, just because again, usually my stop losses they're in the right place most of the time. I won't say 90% of the time they're in the right place, and I don't like to touch them. And here we go, I got out of the trade, and guess what happens? Yeah, let me just fast forward real quick. Yeah, this happens. So the price exactly reversed when I got out of the trade. I mean, this is just like, wow. And yeah, went to the EMA and actually went even lower. Let me just fast forward. And here we go. This is like the final result of it. I mean, I couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah, I mean, it was just, it is what it is. So I'm down to 200 on a day, and yeah, I'm already tilted just because I saw this. And again, I'm not mad because I missed this whole move. I was just mad because, you know, I took out the trade when I'm not supposed to, and it hit my target profit, right? I'm not mad about missing this whole thing, because let's be honest, I'm not gonna capture this whole thing. But yeah, it was just disastrous. So anyways, as you can tell, I'm already in my emotions and my feelings, so I'm trying to get a quick scalp here. Again, not a good trade. No, there's no what do you call it, entry. The only thing that I saw here was, and I'll show you on NinjaTrader, where is it? This trade right here was basically, it was a measured move from the this range. So it's equal distance from top and bottom, or from the midline to top and bottom. So equal distance. That's what I saw basically. And yeah, so a quick scalp there, and I'm down 50 bucks, which is not bad. But again, not a really solid trade to be honest with you. But you can also see as a failed breakout as well. So, and of course you can see me trying to get a trend here somehow. It's trend line. Wasn't really sure. I think it's a little tighter than that. But let's move on to the next trade. So the next trade coming up here shortly, and it's basically a failed second entry short. That's how I saw it. And then, see, in the range, you don't really want to. Again, I don't know. To me, I don't really want to trade second entries and failures. I was looking for, I should be looking for more like, you know, basically failed breakouts type of thing. But nevertheless, it's a failed second entry short. I like the signal bar, even though the signal bar doesn't really matter. I like how it bounced off the spot on the range. I really like the trade. I really did. And you can kind of see there's a higher low as well. And unfortunately, it didn't play out how I wanted to, and turns out there was a trend line working through pretty much around this area down here. I should have got my scalp, but I kind of figured we might go back to the top of the range. Again, I'm gonna fast forward through this, and pretty much the price just worked against me. Maybe I could have got my scalp, maybe not. I don't know, because the price has to tick through your target profit. But again, one of those iffy trades. But nevertheless, it's a loss, and price reverses all the way down back to the new support here, which is like around right here. So again, kind of down 400 a day, and I was just feeling down. Again, the effect of this trade really affect my emotions, really my mindset, because I wasn't quite seeing the price clearly as I thought I should have, you know. Again, I should have been a little bit less aggressive, just because again, it's Chop City, everything's sideways, and I was just not thinking clearly. That was the issue. And then let's move on to the next trade. So the next trade coming up here shortly, and this was also a mistake. Again, I'm not proud of this. Again, this is real trading, but this is a mistake because I'm going short into this support right here. Now, my initial thought was, well, maybe we might break through this support and maybe get a scalp. I don't know. And maybe test these. This is a previous. The red line is a previous yesterday's high. And we did kind of broke through it, but then you can clearly see there's a lot of support here, and the prices just can't break through this. And I should have just called it quits, or not quits. Well, that too, but should have just moved my target profit a little bit closer, maybe get a half a point or something like that. But I decided to hold, and I did actually get a point eventually. Again, I'm gonna fast forward real quick, and you can clearly see I almost got stopped out here. And this is why, this is why I like, leaving the stop loss where it's supposed to be at. So again, I had to walk away because I can't watch this. I had to walk away, and basically when I came back, too fast right here. Come back here in a minute. Yeah, so I came back. Basically, I was like, man, I don't like this because this is just choppy. We can't break the support. And I said, you know what? Let me just move my stop loss a little closer. I think it was 1 point, maybe it was 0.75. I can't remember. Nevertheless, it was a quote-unquote winner, but I don't really see it as a winner. I think it was a bad trade. So, but you can clearly see there's a lot of support, and the only thing I was kind of looking for is, this trend line here is kind of in play, but you also have a break, and I was hoping to retest to the lows, which I still had this hope. Again, hope is not a good analysis to go on. But anyways, yeah, so move my fast forward real quick. It's still working. Too fast, and here we go. Move my stop loss or my take profit a little closer to this support line, and yeah, I think it was half a point probably. So that was kind of a winner. So again, can't break it. The price did actually broke through this and then went back in. So basically, like a failed breakout, like Mike always says, most breakouts fail. And yeah, let's move on to the next trade. So the next trade coming up here, again in a second. It's a straightforward trade to me. There's no, it's my own analysis. It's not by any Mac rules or anything like that. But I saw his double top here, like a micro double top, as well as some resistance here at this price level. And so I went in, and man, this one hurt a lot because I got stopped out basically to the tick. And yeah, that was and I hate getting stopped out to the tick. I mean, it's one thing when you get, when you do it yourself, but it's another thing when the market does it to you. So really frustrating, and man, it was just rough. And of course it was a loss. And let me just fast forward again. Maybe I could have got my point here, but I wasn't planning on getting a point. I wanted more, and again, unfortunately, it just didn't work out. Price is going sideways, and here we go. We got stopped out to the tick. I mean, this is I hate seeing this. This is the worst. And of course, prices reverses and goes into the direction I thought it was gonna go. So yeah, I mean, I was down 650 on a day, and and I was pretty much down. I actually thinking about calling it quits in terms of for the day, but then I thought about, what, it's clear it's a range day, and what I'm seeing is basically kind of like a tighter trend line here, so a break new high already in place. And I'm thinking, well, there's a good possibility that the price might go back down to the bottom of the range, which is around this area. So let me just fast forward. Here we go. The next trade coming up here shortly. And basically, it's a failed signature long. And again, you don't really want to look for these failures when you're in range. I was trying to go short on this candle, but the signal bar was not good. I didn't like how the EMA is flat and it closed above the EMA. Otherwise, I would have pulled the trigger. But I was still thinking that the price might come back and test these lows. And yeah, I decided to pull the trigger. Again, me checking that I see this trend line here working down as well in the 5-minute chart. 1 hour just looks like a freaking barcode. And yeah, I was waiting for the price to break this previous candle low, and I don't think I know this, but the Top Step has a $1,000 drawdown. Basically, you can only lose $1,000 a day. So I only had basically 350 bucks to play with, essentially, before I get stopped out in terms of for the day. I can still come back and trade tomorrow, but I'll be down for the day if I lose $1,000. So anyways, I'm pulling the trigger here, and price kind of reversed pretty sharply, and which I kind of like that. You can also see it as also another lower high, if you want to call that. But basically it's a failure, new high, first entry, second entry, long failure. And I was thinking, okay, if you break this low, we might go even lower. So this support right here, by the way, I also missed this triple test here, so kind of sucks. But either way, I think if we break this low, we have a pretty good chance of going to these lows. And man, this trade took forever. I mean, Jesus Christ. And yeah, I had to like walk away again, and I was actually doing laundry when I was in this trade. But let me fast forward. Here you go, price broke through these levels. We added this recent support here as well. And again, we can clearly see there's a lot of support here. Again, I was still feeling like we're gonna go test the lows, and again, we break through this, which I kind of felt pretty good. Again, we need to be close. We need candle to close below this level to be more confident, and that is actually not a good sign. And I was kind of getting a little bit worried, so I moved my stop loss a little bit closer just to minimize the exposure. And yeah, I did not like this at all. I was getting a little bit nervous, and eventually price broke through this, which is a really good sign, and I felt pretty good. I was like, okay, cool, we might have a good chance of coming back down. And now once I came back and I saw this, and I was kind of a little bit scared, to be honest, just because I don't want the price to come back down and stop me out, like by, you know, whatever this, or by a point or whatever. So I decided to get out at a break even in terms of for the day. So let me just fast forward real quick. As you can clearly see, price coming back down, and any minute now. There we go, and we out, and I'm break even for the day. Actually, technically speaking, I'm actually negative on the day because I had to pay commissions. So I'm like down, I think 50 bucks. But because this right here doesn't really count in commissions for some reason, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that was basically my trading day. Super rough, and again, I'm not sure if the price is gonna test these lows. It looks like it's going to, but again, I don't know. I could have handled a little longer. Could have got maybe a couple more ticks out of this, but yeah, not a fun day at all whatsoever. And yeah, 4700 is also a kind of like a century level, so there'll be a lot of people who are trying to get out of the trade or whatever, take profit. So maybe I could have put a 4700, but it is what it is. But if I kept my, you know, as you can clearly see, if I kept my level or my take profit at 4700, I would have got my target profit easily, and I could have got extra a point, or yeah, 1 point. So anyways, the account's sitting at $1,737, which I am actually down about, was it 70 bucks, I think, ish, in commissions. So yeah, not a fun day. Or actually, no, I'm down $100. Wow, that's crazy. $100 in commission, because this is my account in before open. Yeah, so oh well, I mean, it is what it is. Better be down 100 bucks than 600, right? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I got you guys at the next one. Peace. Today for me in the market, the trading, trading, what the hell?
Garoto abandonado na Bahia, capitão de areia, capitão de areia, capitão de areia.